I have before me a book which has been loaned to me. It's out of print, I think, for quite a while. It's by C. Harry Brooks, and it's called The Practice of Autosuggestion by the Method of Emile Coué. Dr. Coué, as you remember, was famous for teaching us to make the suggestion to ourselves every day in every way. I am getting better and better. I remember a number of years ago that was being used all over the United States and England. It was being voiced in private and even openly and laughingly. And everything went fine, except that it didn't work for too many people. And it took the effect of being a fad and gradually was given up. But there was a reason why it didn't work. Only part of the method had been really put to use, had been really explained. Coué had stressed the fact in his work that if you tried too hard, if you tried to will yourself to be well, to make a suggestion hypnotically to improve your health, that you canceled your own effort. The will drew the attention of the low self from the thing that you were trying to handle. On page 17 of the book I mentioned, I read, Coué said, "You fatigue yourself. The greater the efforts you make, the more the ideas return, that is, the ideas of the illness or the trouble. And you will change all that easily and simply, and above all, without effort through the thinking." Coué went on to say, "If you say, 'I want to do something,' your imagination replies, 'Oh, but you can't.' You must say, 'I am going to do it.' And if it is in the region of the possible, you will succeed." Over and over he stressed the point that we must relax. We must open the subconscious and give it the suggestion or the thought of the wanted condition. But that we mustn't try, we mustn't make an effort. If we use the will of the middle self, then that cancels out the nature of the suggestion. He handles that time and time again. I read here on page 59, "If we can get the unconscious to accept the idea, realization follows automatically. The only difficulty which confronts us in the practice of induced autosuggestion is to ensure acceptance. And this is a difficulty which no method prior to that of Emile Coué has satisfactorily surmounted. Every idea which enters the mind is charged to a greater or less extent with emotion. This emotional charge may be imperceptible, as with ideas to which we are indifferent, or it may be very great as ideas which are closely related to our personal interests. All the ideas we are likely to make the subject of induced autosuggestion are of the latter class, since they refer to health, energy, success, or some goal equally dear to our hearts. The greater the degree of emotion accompanying an idea, the more potent is the autosuggestion resulting from it. Thus, in a moment of violent fright, it may give rise to effects which last a lifetime. This emotional factor also plays a large part in securing the acceptance. So far as one can see, the acceptance or rejection of an idea by the unconscious depends on the associations with which it is connected. Thus, an idea is accepted when it evokes similar ideas charged with emotion of the same quality. It is rejected when it is associated with contrary ideas, which are therefore contrary to their emotional charge. In the latter case, the original idea is neutralized by its associations, somewhat in the same way as acid neutralizes alkali. What he's trying to tell us here is that if the subconscious is not brought to believe and have faith that the new image is the right one, is the true one, is something that is coming to pass, then it will cancel it, like the acid and the alkali that he speaks of chemically. And the emotional charge that he speaks of is simply the mana, which has been charged into the thought form picture of the condition that we have and wish to get rid of, or the greater charge which we hope to put into the picture of the thing that we desire.